Okay, so this lab is basically to know how to ingest the datasets into the BigQuery. So there are various methods like how we can ingest or you can say insert the datasets into the BigQuery. So we will explore all those methods. Let's open the Google console. Next, accept. I agree. Done. Okay, let's go to the overview. So this is just basically the overview about like what is the BigQuery. We already know like BigQuery. With BigQuery we can query terabytes and terabytes of data without having any need of any infrastructure and without any need of any DBA. We can just simply using simple SQL commands, and it is a pay as you go model. Okay, setup and requirements. It's common for all the labs, like how to log in. So first it is mentioned that open the BigQuery console. So let's go into the GCP web UI page. So we need to find okay where is the BigQuery option. So we go to the navigation menu. So this is the compute option, these are the storage options, these are the database option, these are the networking, these are the operation, these are some tools, these are the big data. So under the big data tab we have the BigQuery option. Just click on it, say done. So we have opened the BigQuery. So here we have the project name. Under the project we have the data sets, and under the data set we have so many tables. Right now we don't have anything because we did not create anything, and here we can run our like a simple SQL queries by pressing the run button. Okay, this is done. Open BigQuery console is completed. Now we need to create a new data set, right? So let's create a new data set. So the data set name, it is like mentioned, like we need to like create the data set ID as e-commerce. Okay, so just click on this three, you can say dots. You will see the option create dataset. Click on the create dataset. Give the dataset ID e-commerce. The ID here means the name of the dataset. Leave the other option if you want, you can choose, but this is the lab, so we need to follow the same instructions. So just click on the create dataset. Now we have the dataset. If we expand this, we don't see any tables under the dataset. So the dataset is similarly you can say as a database. Under we have so many tables, but in the terms of BigQuery we called it as a dataset. Okay, create a new dataset to store tables is completed. Now we need to ingest, or you can say insert a new dataset from a CSV file. So there could be like many scenarios, like you have the CSV file in your local computer. If you have the CSV file in your local computer, how you will create a table under this, and how you will insert the data from that CSV which resides on your local computer. So the first scenario is this. So we have provided the CSV file here, we can download it. So it get downloaded using the name product.csv. So first we need to create a table, and then we need to upload the data or insert the data from this CSV file, right? So we need to see by what name we need to create the table. Okay, the table name is the products. Okay, so under like how we created the dataset, we created on this three dot, and then we created the create dataset. And how we'll create the table, just click on these three tables, three dots, and then click on the open. We will see this plus icon, the create table. Click on the create table. So here we have mentioned the source. So are we creating the empty table? Are we creating for the Google Cloud Storage, Upload, Drive, and Google Cloud Big Table? So here we will choose the upload option, because we will create a table from the CSV which is resides on our local computer. So just browse it in the downloads, modified, where it is. Okay, here it is, product.csv, and the file format we need to choose CSV because it is a CSV. And okay, so here we have like a few options, like do we want the BigQuery to auto detect the schema? If yes, we can just click it, so it will automatically detect the schema. So this is done. Schema, this is auto detected schema. And leave all the other setting as default. Okay, I didn't mention the table name, so product is a table name, and create table. Okay, we are done. So the table is created. We can click on it. We can see the schema is like getting auto detected. We have not manually entered this like what all the fields name, so it getting like automatically get detected. So we can see the details, like the table size, how many rows, like we have the 1090 rows. We can preview the data, so we can preview the data. So ingest a new data set. Okay, this is completed. How many rows in the table? We just see 1090. In the details tab, see 1090. Or you can query, simply run select count star from the table name. And this is completed. Now exploring newly loaded data. Okay, so they are just saying you can like explore the data. We have loaded the data, but we have not explored it, so we can run a simple SQL command like select star from. So here we need to mention the table name. So table resides under our data set. So data set name is e-commerce, then dot, then table name dot products. Rest we can like it's our choice whether we want to order by like stock level, whether descending order or ascending order. And limit 5 means we want to show only first 5 records. So the result is stock level is in the descending order, only first 5 values are visible to us. Okay, so that's also done. Which product has the highest inventory stock level remaining? Okay, we can check. Highest stock level remaining 196784, 22 OZ water bottle, 122. Why might a product name be listed twice but with a different SKU? Okay, this product name is twice but a different SKU, because the stock level is different. How we know like why this product is twice? maybe because of some different product option like color, size, etc. Okay, so now the other scenario is there could be the chances that this CSV file is not on your local computer, but this CSV file is stored on your Google Cloud storage itself. So how you will create a table? Let's close this. So simply we have given this the cloud storage location. So simply click on it, open it, create a table. Now from Google Cloud Storage, give the cloud storage path, the format is CSV, give the table name products, but we know that this products table already exists. So let's see whether it will give the error, or it will create the product table with some by adding some extra characters, like auto detect the schema. Do we need to auto detect schema na? Yeah, schema is auto detect, leave the other settings. So let's do the create table. Definitely it will not work because the product table already exists. So we got the error that already exists. So this table is the e-commerce.product table already exists. So open job history. So we could see that it tried to load the table. The last this is that okay at 10:17. So we see the error. Okay. Already exist. So we can repeat the load job, and now we can overwrite the existing table. So we have some advanced option here. Just expand it. So write preference, write if empty, or overwrite table. I think it's the overwrite table option. So does it work? No, we already have a table name e-commerce, so it cannot be overwritten. And have not been specified that we could overwrite it. So okay, we did the repeat load job option in the advanced option. Okay, we need to select the overwrite table. So we have selected the overwrite table. So whatever the table, if the table exists, it will overwrite it. Create a table. Now the table get created. Job history. Refresh. So we can see at the last one is successful. Simply browse it. Let's minimize it. So details 1090, everything is same. Check my progress. Okay, it's done. Now the third option is there could be some chances you have the data in your Google spreadsheet. So Google spreadsheet means docs.google.com. So here you can create your spreadsheets, right? So it could be here as well. So let's first let's close this, compose a new query. Okay, we already have a table, so what we will do is we will run some standard SQL query on it, and it will fetch some data, and we will save the result of this query into a Google spreadsheet. So we got some output. So here we have the save result, so we can save the result, because in this lab, like we have like provided the external CSV file and we have downloaded it, right? And we have also mentioned the Google Cloud Storage bucket file, but we don't have any mention like the Google spreadsheet. Google spreadsheet is not mentioned. So what we have to do is, but it is mentioned that you have to create the Google spreadsheet first, and then you will use that Google spreadsheet to create a table. So how we will create a Google spreadsheet with the data as well? So we have some, we run some standard SQL query. We will save the result. 1 minute. If you specify a relative project name path like e-commerce product dot instead of a project id dot e-commerce, BigQuery will assume the current project. Yes. Okay, what product has the highest restocking lead time and by the what percent are used of the current inventory? Cam indoor security camera USA. Now we have to save the data into the Google Sheet. So we have the save option, save results, just click on it. So in the drop down we have the Google Sheets option, just save it. So it is saving. Now we can open it. So see, it's open in the docs.google.com/spreadsheets. So it's opened. So it is mentioned in the like a lab that we need to add one more columns, the column G, and give it a title as a comments. So in the column G, give it as a comments, and the value is new shipment on the way, and the value is new shipment on the way. Okay, that's it. And then press enter. Okay, now click on the share. It will give us the link, so copy the link. The link is copied. Done. So now we have the Google Sheet available, so we can create a new table or load the data from the Google Sheet. Okay. Okay, this time the product the table name is different. So click on this, open it, create a table. This time from where we are creating the table? From the drive. The URL is this, which we just copied. The format is CSV format, or there we have the no, Google Sheet format. We have the Google Sheet, so it is the Google Sheet format. The table name is product e-commerce. Product e-commerce. Schema is auto detect, and yeah, that's it. Okay, we have some advanced option as well. Okay, in advanced option we need to skip some header rows to skip to one, because in the first row we have this as a header, so we need to skip this. So in advanced options, header row to skip. How many header rows? Okay, one. Okay, yeah, that's it. Create table. So table getting created. Click on it, preview it. We can see our new added column, that is the comments. Why it is taking so much time? Okay, it is mentioned there is no load job for creating an external link table since the data is not ingested. Okay, does it means it is trying to fetch the data from here? Do I need to close it? In the job history, yeah, if we refresh it, yeah, no other job is triggered at the back end. Source URL here. Okay, this is the external table only. Preview. Not sure here why it is taking so much time to display. Let's run the query. Better to run the query. Compose new query. Run it. Yeah, we got the result. Even add as a comment as well. No shipment, because we mentioned comment is not null, so we have only first row. But it is taking time. Not sure why it is taking time, or whether it will really show us or not. Yeah, that's it. External performance data quality. Oh, here it is mentioned why you can't preview the table. Oh, this is the reason why we are not able to preview it. So let's read it. Even I was not aware. Linking external tables to the BigQuery, example Google Spreadsheets, has several limitations, or directly from the cloud storage has several limitations. Data consistency is not granted. If the data value in the source are changed while querying, the data source stored outside of BigQuery lose the performance. Why you can't preview the data in the external e-commerce? The data does not live in the BigQuery, it lives in the Google Spreadsheet. I think all of the above. No, then first. The data does not live in the BigQuery. Yeah. Okay, so if we load the data from the spreadsheet, we can't preview the data as a table. So this is the reason, like it is showing as a triple dot loading, but it will never show you the data. So this is the one of the disadvantage. Okay, close it. Yeah, that's all done. And the lab.